Which of Hollywood's divas became just as famous for their bold decisions off camera as their iconic roles on screen?
May I present Mr. Lane?
How do you do? They tell me you're dynamite.
There are many ladies known for saying yes to almost everything.
Hi, Evie.
Hi, small change.
Hey, wait. I got money tonight. Am I going to see you later?
I'm not too tired.
Taking on daring projects, wild publicity stunts, or even their whirlwind love lives. These stars have left a lasting mark on Hollywood history. Join us as we take a look at them. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner is often called one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood. It seems that she led a life full of glamour, passion, and controversy, too. Born in North Carolina, she became a film icon from a modest background. Her relationships were as legendary as her career, capturing headlines and hearts alike. Ava's first marriage was to Mickey Rooney in 1942, when she was just 19. Despite his claims of their romantic chemistry, Gardner famously remarked that he may have enjoyed their time together, but she certainly didn't. Their union ended after just 9 months. Her second marriage, to jazz musician Artie Shaw in 1945, was equally brief and left her heartbroken. In 1951, she wed Frank Sinatra, a match fueled by passion and turmoil. Their fiery love story included infamous fights and makeups, yet their bond endured even after their divorce in 1957. Ava also had high-profile affairs with Howard Hughes, Ernest Hemingway, and Spanish bullfighter Luis Miguel Dominguez. Through it all, Ava Gardner remained unapologetically herself, blending beauty, talent, and a free-spirited zest for life. Elizabeth Taylor. Dame Elizabeth Taylor was as renowned for her personal life as for her stellar acting career. Born to captivate both on and off the screen, Taylor's tumultuous romances and marriages kept her in the public eye for decades. She married 7 times, twice to actor Richard Burton, whom she famously called the love of her life. Their fiery romance and 2 marriages were as legendary as the movies she starred in. Taylor's most infamous scandal involved singer Eddie Fisher, who was married to her best friend, Debbie Reynolds. After the tragic death of her third husband, Mike Todd, Fisher consoled Taylor, which soon turned into an affair. Fisher divorced Reynolds and married Taylor, but their union didn't last. Years later, Taylor apologized to Reynolds and the two reconciled. This proved that even Hollywood drama could give way to forgiveness. On screen, Taylor shone brightly, winning 2 Oscars for Butterfield 8 and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Off-screen, she lived life on her terms. She finally embraced independence after her 1996 divorce from Larry Fortensky. Taylor remained single until her passing in 2011, leaving behind a legacy of glamour, resilience, and unmatched stardom. Vivian Leigh is celebrated for her iconic roles as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind and Blanche DuBois in A Streetcar Named Desire. The actress left an indelible mark on Hollywood. Known for her beauty and intense performances, Leigh captivated audiences while living a life that mirrored the drama of her films. Her success, however, was often shadowed by controversy and personal struggles. One of the most scandalous chapters of her life involved her romance with Sir Laurence Olivier, a fellow actor of great acclaim. While attending one of his plays, Leigh declared to a friend that Olivier was the man she was destined to marry. This was despite being married to Herbert Lee Holman. Olivier was also married at the time to actress Jill Esmond, who was pregnant with their child. Undeterred, Leigh pursued Olivier with determination, even following the couple to Capri. The affair led Olivier to leave Esmond, and he and Leigh married shortly after. Their union, though passionate, was tumultuous. Leigh battled mental health issues, and the pressures of fame strained their relationship. After divorcing Olivier in 1960, she spent her final years with actor John Merivale, passing away from tuberculosis in 1967. Leigh's legacy, both on and off the screen, remains a captivating story of ambition, love, and resilience. Tallulah Bankhead. Tallulah Bankhead was a dazzling force of nature. She was bold, beautiful, rebellious, and completely unapologetic. Known for her razor-sharp wit and sultry voice, Bankhead broke every societal rule she encountered. She was a trailblazer, openly bisexual in an era when conformity was the norm, and she flaunted her life choices with fearless abandon. Her romantic life was the stuff of legends, with Bankhead famously claiming to have had over 500 lovers, including both men and women. Among her rumored partners were Hollywood stars Greta Garbo, Marlene Dietrich, and Hattie McDaniel. She once jokingly vowed only to sleep with men as well-endowed as actor John Barrymore and claimed to have stuck to the rule. Bankhead's mischievous humor knew no bounds. She was known to lead guests to her bedroom and theatrically unveil her sleeping husband, John Emery. She would then exclaim, "Have you ever seen a manhood like that?" Despite her talent as a formidable actress, Tallulah's life was also marked by substance abuse and health struggles. These included a near-fatal hysterectomy in 1933. Still, she lived on her terms, leaving behind a legacy as an audacious icon who refused to conform to anyone's expectations. Jane Mansfield. Jane Mansfield epitomized racy glamour and larger-than-life charisma in Hollywood's golden era. Known for her striking looks and unabashed confidence, Mansfield became a pop culture icon. One image stands out in particular: Sophia Loren's famous side-eye glance at Mansfield's daringly low-cut dress. This was a moment that still sparks conversation today. Mansfield's life off-screen was as sensational as her on-screen persona. With countless lovers and a whirlwind of romantic escapades, she was rumored to have had a fling with President John F. Kennedy. Yet her most peculiar association was with Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan. While LaVey claimed an intimate connection with Mansfield, she denied it. She reportedly teased him through phone calls while friends listened in, turning his obsession into entertainment. After her tragic death in a car accident in 1967, LaVey added a dark twist, claiming it resulted from a curse he placed on her lover, Sam Brody. True or not, these tales only cement Mansfield's place as one of Hollywood's most enigmatic stars. Mae West. Mae West was one of Hollywood's most controversial and trailblazing stars. Rising to fame on the vaudeville stage, West captivated audiences as a singer, dancer, actress, comedian, and playwright. Her magnetic charisma and clever wit made her a favorite among cultural icons like Cole Porter, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Diego Rivera. West's film career skyrocketed with hits like She Done Him Wrong and I'm No Angel, both in 1934, where she starred opposite Cary Grant. Her signature blend of sultry charm and sharp humor made her a standout during Hollywood's golden age. Even in the 1970s, she remained daring with films like Myra Breckinridge and Sextet. West's personal life was just as fascinating. At 17, she married vaudeville actor Frank Wallace. They kept the marriage secret until a clerk unearthed the certificate years later. Though she divorced Wallace in 1942, her love life remained vibrant. Paul Novak, her longtime companion, was often described as the love of her life. Championing women's liberation, gay rights, and breaking societal norms, West once quipped, "It's better to be looked over than overlooked." Truly, she was a woman ahead of her time. Lupe Velez, famously nicknamed the Mexican Spitfire, was as bold and fiery as her moniker suggests. While her life was filled with glamour and drama, she's often remembered for the myths surrounding her death. Urban legend claims Velez tragically died with her head in a toilet after committing suicide due to heartbreak and an unplanned pregnancy. However, her secretary refuted this tale, stating she was found peacefully in her bed. Velez shared a passionate and tumultuous relationship with actor Gary Cooper, whom she described as the love of her life. Their romance was marked by intense emotions and jealousy. She accused Cooper of affairs, including one with actor Anderson Lawler. One wild rumor claims she would unzip Cooper's pants at parties, sniffing for traces of another man's cologne. Known for her daring personality, Velez was a magnet for gossip. She reportedly had many lovers and enjoyed shocking her peers with her antics, like lifting her dress to reveal she wasn't wearing underwear. Clara Bow. Clara Bow was a trailblazer in Hollywood's silent film era and one of cinema's first major starlets. Rising to fame in the 1920s, she captivated audiences with her charisma and vivacious energy in hits like Wings and It. However, her career was cut short in 1931 when she retired at just 28, overwhelmed by scandals and personal turmoil. Bow's romantic life often made headlines. Like many stars of her time, she treated boyfriends as potential fiancés. This led to several brief engagements with notable figures like Gary Cooper, director Victor Fleming, and actor Gilbert Roland. A bout of nerves in the late 1920s led her to seek treatment from a Hollywood doctor. She developed a crush on him, and when his wife filed for divorce, Beau was publicly accused of alienation of affection. Her personal life was rife with challenges. Beau became the target of vicious rumors, including the unfounded claim that she had intimate relations with the entire USC football team. Adding to her woes, her secretary stole personal records and attempted to blackmail her. She accused her of drunkenness and promiscuity. Despite the scandals, Beau's legacy remains one of talent and resilience, embodying the excitement and pressures of early Hollywood fame. Louise Brooks. Louise Brooks had a remarkably brief but unforgettable film career. Known for her iconic bob haircut and bold personality, Brooks preferred a life centered around sex, books, and gin, as one article memorably put it. She had little patience for the constraints of Hollywood and sought adventure and freedom outside its glitzy world. Brooks's personal life was as colorful as her on-screen presence. She left her first husband, director Eddie Sutherland, after falling for George Preston Marshall, the owner of the Washington Redskins. That relationship didn't last long, as she soon married someone else, only to leave him within 6 months. Brooks was unapologetically independent, with a string of lovers that reportedly included a one-night romance with Greta Garbo. She also famously posed nude, embracing her sexuality and defying societal norms of the time. Her film career ended by the time she was just 26, but she never expressed much regret. Though her later years were marked by poverty, Brooks valued her freedom and lived life on her own terms. Diana Dors. Diana Dors was a British actress known for her glamorous and scandalous lifestyle. With her flashy mansion, lavish parties, and wild reputation, she was often seen as the epitome of notoriety. Dors was married 3 times, had many lovers, and even earned the nickname a wayward hussy from the Archbishop of Canterbury. But it wasn't just her films that caught the public's attention. She made headlines for the outrageous parties she hosted at her home. These parties were the stuff of legend, with Dors often filming private moments and sharing them with her guests. One of the wildest stories was about a couple who unknowingly became the stars of a grainy video shown at one of her infamous gatherings. Dors's life seemed to be one of no rules. She lived fast and without apology. Despite her many affairs, Dors did experience love. She had passionate relationships, including with her second husband, Dennis Hamilton, and actor Rod Steiger. Later, she found lasting love with Richard Dawson, the famous host of Family Feud. Her adventurous, unpredictable life and unapologetic personality made her a fascinating and unforgettable figure in British culture. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was one of the most iconic stars of classic Hollywood. She rose to fame in the late 1920s as the perfect flapper. Known for her beauty and dedication to her image, Crawford's career spanned over 40 years. She became a beloved figure, starring in classic films like Grand Hotel and Mildred Pierce. The latter earned her an Oscar for Best Actress in 1946. Despite her success, Joan's reputation was later tarnished by the 1978 memoir Mommy Dearest by her daughter Christina. The book painted a disturbing picture of their relationship. The book was adapted into a movie starring Faye Dunaway, casting a shadow over Joan's legacy. However, in recent years, Crawford's image has made a comeback. Today, she is once again celebrated for her stunning beauty and unforgettable roles. Joan was not just a movie star, she was a master at making her way to the top. She was known for her cleverness and, allegedly, her use of her charm to secure roles with powerful men in Hollywood. She had a string of famous lovers. This included Clark Gable and Spencer Tracy, adding to her complex, larger-than-life persona. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe is arguably one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood history. She captured the imagination of millions with her charm, beauty, and undeniable talent. Rising to fame in the late 1940s, she became the ultimate blonde bombshell. She starred in beloved classics like Some Like It Hot and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. While she was often viewed as a sex symbol, her comedic timing and natural screen presence have since earned her recognition as a gifted actress. Monroe's personal life was as captivating as her on-screen performances. She married baseball legend Joe DiMaggio in a whirlwind romance. However, their relationship faced many challenges. Later, she wed playwright Arthur Miller, a union that many hoped would bring her stability, but even that fell apart. Her rumored affairs with high-profile figures like John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert remain the subject of speculation and intrigue. Despite her glamorous image, Marilyn struggled with inner turmoil. Behind the dazzling smile was a woman yearning for love and understanding. Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich remains one of Hollywood's most fascinating figures. She blended elegance, rebellion, and a timeless allure. Born in Germany, she rose to international fame with her breakthrough role as Lola in The Blue Angel, 1930. Her performance captivated audiences with its sultry charm and marked the beginning of a fruitful collaboration with the director. This included films like Morocco, which earned her an Oscar nomination, Shanghai Express, and The Scarlet Empress. Dietrich's androgynous style and bold persona challenged societal norms. This made her a trailblazer in Hollywood. She famously donned tuxedos and exuded a magnetic allure. Her enigmatic love life only added to her mystique. She allegedly had romances with stars like Gary Cooper and John Wayne, as well as literary giant Ernest Hemingway. Beyond the glitz, Dietrich was a passionate activist. During World War II, she entertained Allied troops and courageously spoke against Nazism. This earned her the U.S. Medal of Freedom. Lana Turner. Lana Turner, a Hollywood icon, was as famous for her dazzling beauty and talent as she was for her tumultuous personal life. Her journey to stardom began in 1936 when she was discovered sipping a soda at a Hollywood ice cream shop. Born Julia Turner, Lana never dreamed of acting. Her goal was to design clothing. Yet, within a year, she was one of MGM's rising stars, sharing the spotlight with legends like Judy Garland and Ava Gardner. Despite her meteoric rise, Lana's personal life was fraught with heartbreak. She married 7 times and had many high-profile romances. These included a passionate affair with Tyrone Power, whom she called the love of her life. Sadly, their relationship ended after 18 months, and Lana faced the painful decision to terminate the pregnancy. Her relationships often brought pain, not just to her, but also to her only daughter, Cheryl Crane. In 1958, Cheryl fatally stabbed Lana's abusive lover, Johnny Stompanato, to protect her mother. The event, ruled justifiable homicide, shocked Hollywood. Later in life, Lana found peace, giving up alcohol and embracing faith, meditation, and a close bond with Cheryl. By the time she passed in 1995, Lana had grown into a woman of grace and resilience, leaving behind a legacy of strength and glamour. Dorothy Asner. Dorothy Arzner, born on January 3, 1897 in San Francisco, California, grew up surrounded by Hollywood glamour. Her family moved to Los Angeles, where her father, Louis Arzner, opened a renowned restaurant near a prominent theater. The restaurant was frequented by celebrities like Maude Adams and Sarah Bernhardt. But Dorothy was unfazed by the star-studded environment and initially showed no interest in cinema. Dorothy pursued a medical degree at the University of Southern California, but realized it wasn't her calling. Reflecting on her decision, she once said she dreamed of healing the sick instantly, like Jesus, without surgery or medicine. After 2 years, she left her studies to seek financial independence. Dorothy began working at Paramount Studios as a cutter and editor. She earned credit on the 1922 film Blood and Sand. Her talent led to a 2-year contract as a director, launching her groundbreaking career. Dorothy shared a 40-year relationship with dancer and choreographer Marion Morgan. Morgan worked on films like Dance, Girl, Dance. Openly defying norms, Dorothy embraced her identity, often wearing suits and maintaining relationships with prominent women. This included rumored connections to Joan Crawford and Katharine Hepburn. Her courage and creativity made her a pioneer in Hollywood. Barbara Stanwyck. Barbara Stanwyck, a legendary actress of Hollywood's golden age, is often hailed as film noir's ultimate femme fatale. Rising to fame with provocative pre-code films like Babyface, She became known for playing cunning and complex women. Her magnetic screen presence and remarkable versatility earned her 4 Academy Award nominations. But unfortunately, she never won. The Academy later honored her with an honorary Oscar in 1982. Stanwyck's career spanned 6 decades, covering stage, film, and television. She began as a Ziegfeld girl in the early 1920s, transitioning to Broadway before making her film debut in Frank Capra's Ladies of Leisure, 1930. She went on to star in 85 films and numerous TV shows, earning acclaim for her roles in screwball comedies and gripping dramas alike. Esteemed directors like Frank Capra, Cecil B. DeMille, and Fritz Lang frequently sought her talent. Though married twice, to actor Frank Fay and later to Robert Taylor, rumors persisted about her private life. Some believe her publicist, Helen Ferguson, was her true love. This story contributed to her enduring status as a gay icon. Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo, often hailed as one of Hollywood's most enigmatic and mesmerizing stars, remains a symbol of mystery and elegance in cinema history. She successfully transitioned from silent films to talkies. This was an achievement few actors managed during Hollywood's tumultuous shift to sound. Her silent-era hits, such as Flesh and the Devil and A Woman of Affairs, showcased her ethereal beauty and intense screen presence. These films are what earned her adoration worldwide. Garbo's first sound film, Anna Christie, earned her an Oscar nomination and established her as a leading lady in the new era of talkies. She received 2 additional Oscar nominations during her career, both for portraying complex, distant, and mysterious women that mirrored her real-life persona. Despite her success, Garbo retired at just 35 in 1941, choosing a life of solitude and leaving fans fascinated by her retreat from fame. Known for her privacy, Garbo's personal life was a subject of much speculation. She was rumored to have had relationships with both men and women. The women included names like Marlene Dietrich, Tallulah Bankhead, and Mercedes de Acosta. Independent and headstrong, Garbo refused to be controlled by the studio system, pioneering a path for women in Hollywood. Her legacy as a fiercely independent artist and timeless icon endures to this day. Katharine Hepburn. Katharine Hepburn's personal life was as fascinating and complex as her career. Her only marriage was to Philadelphia businessman Ludlow Ogden Smith, whom she met while studying at Bryn Mawr. The couple married in 1928 when Hepburn was 21, but the union was strained. Hepburn asked Smith to change his name to avoid being known as Kate Smith, which she found too plain. Her focus on her career ultimately led to their divorce in 1934. Despite their split, Hepburn expressed deep gratitude for Smith's early support and described herself as a terrible pig for exploiting his love. They remained friends until he died in 1979. Hepburn's romantic relationships were equally unconventional. She had high-profile romances with her agent Leland Hayward and entrepreneur Howard Hughes. While both men proposed, Hepburn declined, preferring independence. She decided against having children, believing she lacked the selflessness motherhood required. Her most famous relationship was with actor Spencer Tracy, a bond that became legendary. Their love spanned 27 years, though Tracy remained married. Hepburn cared for him during his final years, even taking a career hiatus, and was with him when he died in 1967. Their relationship, though complicated, was central to Hepburn's life. Hedy Lamarr. Hedy Lamarr is celebrated for her captivating beauty and remarkable intellect, but she also led a romantic life as intriguing as her film roles. She was a true screen siren of Hollywood's golden age. Her relationships with influential figures reveal a multifaceted woman whose personal life was quite dynamic. Hedy's allure attracted a variety of partners, including actors, businessmen, and creative talents. She was married 6 times, with each husband leaving a distinct mark on her journey. One of her notable marriages was to Louis J. Boys, a prominent lawyer she wed in 1963. Their union, however, ended in divorce just 3 years later. Her first husband, Friedrich Mondel, was an affluent arms manufacturer. His controlling nature clashed with Hedy's desire for independence, ultimately leading to their separation. Beyond her marriages, Hedy's romantic history included high-profile relationships with several Hollywood icons. The names include Billy Wilder, Bruce Cabot, and Charlie Chaplin. Hedy Lamarr's love life underscores the human side of a legendary actress. She was passionate, complex, and deeply influenced by each of her relationships. Her story invites admiration for a woman who lived boldly, both in and out of the spotlight. Theda Bara. Theda Bara was bold and independent, which stood out during a time when Hollywood actresses were expected to follow strict social norms. She was famous for her rumored romantic connections with several notable men. This included Charlie Chaplin, William Randolph Hearst, and Rudolph Valentino. Whispers also suggested she had relationships with other high-profile figures. Names like John Barrymore, Douglas Fairbanks, and even President Warren G. Harding were said to have a little something with the actress. Despite these rumors, Bara wasn't defined by her relationships. She was a fiercely independent woman who lived life on her own terms. She didn't hesitate to challenge societal expectations or the traditional roles assigned to women. Many criticized her openness about her personal life, but Bara stood firm in her belief that women should have the freedom to enjoy their lives without fear of judgment. Barbara Lamar. Barbara Lamar's life was a whirlwind of glamour, scandal, and heartbreak, rivaling the wildest Hollywood tales. She was born as Reatha Dale Watson in Yakima, Washington. From a young age, she was drawn to the allure of fame and the dream of becoming a renowned tragedienne. Her ambition led her to Hollywood, where she became a silent film star, appearing in just 27 films during her brief career. Barbara's personal life was as dramatic as any film plot. Married 5 times, her romantic escapades often made headlines. Her journey into matrimony began at just 17, and her love life was a revolving door of relationships. Known for her candid nature, Barbara famously declared, "I take lovers like roses by the dozen." This embodied the rebellious spirit of the flapper era. Even before marriage, her daring personality got her into trouble. At 14, she was arrested for exotic dancing in clubs. In Hollywood, she captured the attention of stars like Douglas Fairbanks. This attention earned a reputation for her liberated views and captivating charm. Yet her lifestyle was intense, fueled by indulgence and an insatiable thirst for excitement. Night after night, she danced until dawn, often under the influence of substances, including heroin. Her fast-paced existence, however, took its toll. Tragically, Barbara's vibrant spirit was extinguished far too soon. At just 29, she succumbed to tuberculosis, leaving behind a legacy as Screenland's beautiful Lady of Sorrow. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth was a Hollywood icon known for her stunning beauty, magnetic charm, and incredible talent. She was one of the most popular actresses of the 1940s and 1950s. She starred in classics like Gilda, 1946, Blood and Sand, 1941, and Salome, 1953. With her signature red hair and graceful presence, she became a symbol of glamour and sensuality in the golden age of Hollywood. In 1941, Hayworth met legendary filmmaker Orson Welles, and the two married in 1943. Their relationship was both passionate and stormy. They welcomed a daughter, Rebecca, in 1944, but divorced in 1948. Despite their split, Hayworth and Welles maintained a professional friendship. After Welles, Hayworth entered a whirlwind romance with Prince Ali Khan of Pakistan. They married in 1949 and Hayworth became a princess. Together, they had a daughter, Yasmin, in 1950, but the marriage ended in 1953. Throughout her life, Hayworth faced intense media scrutiny for her love life. This love life included high-profile affairs with leading men like Victor Mature. Despite her personal challenges, including struggles with addiction and mental health, she remained beloved by fans and peers alike. Married and divorced 5 times in 24 years, Hayworth's romantic life was as dramatic as her on-screen roles. Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren is celebrated as one of the greatest actresses of all time, blending immense talent with timeless beauty. Born in poverty in Naples, Italy, she worked hard to rise to fame. She became a global star in the 1950s and 1960s. Despite her success, her personal life was just as captivating as her film roles. In fact, she often made headlines for her relationships and bold independence. Loren first met Carlo Ponti, a film producer, in 1950 when she was just 15 and he was 37. Though separated from his first wife, Ponti's divorce was not yet finalized. This, of course, led to complications in their relationship. The two married by proxy in Mexico in 1957, but their union was annulled in 1962 to avoid charges of bigamy. Undeterred, they continued their relationship and became French citizens in 1965. This allowed Ponty to obtain a legal divorce, and the couple married again in 1966. They remained together until Ponty died in 2007, a marriage that endured for over 40 years. However, Lauren's love life wasn't without drama. While filming The Pride and the Passion, 1957, she had an affair with Cary Grant. Their romance was tumultuous and ended before filming wrapped. This created a lot of tension during their next project, Houseboat, 1958. Though Grant hoped to rekindle their relationship, Lauren ultimately chose Ponty. Throughout her career, Lauren was rumored to have relationships with several other famous men. Some of those were legends like Frank Sinatra, Peter Sellers, and Omar Sharif. These relationships, whether real or exaggerated, added to her mystique as a bold, independent woman. Lauren's life and career remain a testament to her determination, passion, and unshakable confidence. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow's life was a blend of dazzling fame and heartbreaking tragedy. Known as Hollywood's first sex symbol, she captivated audiences with her platinum blonde hair, sultry looks, and undeniable talent. Harlow rose to stardom with films like Hell's Angels, 1930, Dinner at 8, 1933, and Platinum Blonde, 1931. Despite her glamorous image, her personal life was fraught with complications. Harlow married 3 times in 7 years, each union marked by strife. Her second husband, Paul Byrne, tragically committed suicide in 1932, adding to her already tumultuous life. Those close to her noted that her relationships often struggled due to the strong influence of her domineering mother, Mama Jean. Even her long-term partner, William Powell, hesitated to marry her, fearing Mama Jean's interference. In 1937, while filming Saratoga, Harlow fell gravely ill. Initially misdiagnosed with gallbladder issues, it was later revealed she was in the final stages of kidney failure. 10 days later, Harlow passed away at just 26 years old. Her death devastated her loved ones. Powell, who had stayed by her side, paid for her grand crypt and ensured Mama Jean was financially cared for, even pressuring MGM to offer her a contract. Harlow's private life also sparked scandal. Her rumored affairs with stars like Clark Gable and Max Baer were the talk of Hollywood. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly had a short but remarkable career that made her an unforgettable Hollywood icon. She made her film debut in 1951 with 14 Hours. But it wasn't until 1952 that she became internationally famous. Her big break came in 1954 when she starred in The Country Girl and won the Best Actress Oscar. This win was a big moment in her career, although some people still debate whether it was deserved. Kelly became even more famous for starring in 3 iconic films directed by Alfred Hitchcock. This feat earned her the nickname Hitchcock Blonde. She was elegant and sophisticated, the perfect embodiment of the glamorous movie star. But at just 26, Kelly retired from acting after marrying Prince Rainier III of Monaco in 1956, becoming the Princess of Monaco. It was like a real-life fairy tale. Before she became a princess, Grace Kelly had many love affairs with famous men. Some of those included Gary Cooper, Clark Gable, Bing Crosby, and Marlon Brando. Despite her ice princess image, she had a fiery side and enjoyed exciting romances throughout her Hollywood years. Her desire for independence and rebellious spirit led her to live life on her own terms, which made her even more fascinating. And that's a wrap on our list. These stars lived bold, sometimes scandalous lives, making them unforgettable. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more fascinating stories from Hollywood's golden age.